Welcome to qualifying here in Interlagos as the cars are readying up.
Alright guys, I've only just realised I've been muted this entire time, but welcome back today to part 21 then. A shocker of a start to our Williams career, 3 DNFs on the bounce. But we're going to mute guys and I'll come back after qualifying. Alright then, we're going to finish qualifying in P17, which is our overall goal. Yeah, car was difficult to drive in the rain. We have a goal to finish 18th in this race here. Raikkonen up there again, Magnussen and Hulkenberg, you know, the Renaults, the Hasses, and the Alfa Romeo seem to be up there. But yeah, I mean, Russell 19th ahead of one racing point, me 17th ahead of both racing points, and then obviously Russell as well. So yeah, we're racing with the racing points, but yeah, I guess we'll just have to see then how we go from here on out. Yeah, a very tricky start to our Williams career. 3 DNFs on the bounce. We're going to try and hopefully, I think the goal will just be to finish today's race. Yeah.
All right.
Finish will be good. Yeah, we don't have enough points just yet to get that final upgrade on the car, but it's time for the Brazilian Grand Prix. I hope it's not going to be a wet race because the car just didn't seem to have a lot of pace in the rain, and no, it looks to be dry. Yeah then, P17 on the grid.
So see if you can use the race start to your advantage.
Yeah, I think that's wise words from Jeff here, but it's P17 then on the grid, so when the 5 red lights go out, we'll be racing at Brazil. We are underway there. A mediocre start from us there. We picked up a lot of wheel spin. The car just didn't seem to want to grip up now. As we go into the first corner there, Norris is going to take a swipe at us then. So Lando Norris here with a really, really dodgy start, I personally think. We haven't lost any places, we haven't gained any places though. But yeah, the racing points are going to be chasing our tails as we go now through this. I mean, they're 3 wide ahead there. The Alfa Romeo of Alex Albon getting pushed off the road there as Stroll is going to come past, and then yeah, he's going to push us off the circuit a bit as well here, but we're going to keep it up the inside of him. And 18 laps of Sao Paulo ahead of us here as well, my word. Almost went careering into the back of Lando Norris there, but we're going to get past Albon and Norris here as we round Norris there, and yeah, up the inside there, Pierre Gasly make a little bit of contact with him, but yeah, decent start all in all, up 3 places. Yeah, not too bad. We'll see what we can do then from here. Romain Grosjean there. So we have Daniel Kvyat in front, and then Romain Grosjean in front of him. That'll be for P12. He ruined our Grand Prix last time now. Well, no, it was Perez, to be fair. It was Perez and Grosjean. It was kind of a mix of the two that ruined our races there. But Kvyat now is going to go up the inside and try and ruin Romain's race here. But yeah, finishing the top 18 today will be the goal. it's the team goal to get extra bonus points as well. Yeah, I think finish inside of the top 17 will be the overall goal though, because that will make the team even more happy with us as well here. But yeah, P14 then out of 20. I mean, we could either move on Grosjean there, but I don't know. I don't want to try anything too risky. As I say, I just want to finish this one. So yeah, we'll see what we can do though for the start of this Grand Prix, and yeah, I think it's going to be a. I think we've got an interesting race ahead of us there. It's a Mercedes 1-2, which should be a surprise to absolutely nobody at this point. But yeah, I think it's Lewis Hamilton then leading the race here. Are we going to be able to make a move then on Romain Grosjean up the straight here? It looks like we are. And oh my word, Grosjean there almost coming back and taking a swipe at us there. But yeah, good start overall. Here comes Alex Albon. The pace of the Alfa Romeo car, we know, is very, very good. And yeah, so a good start to this race then. You know, just going to see what we can do from here. Oh, if I forget to enable DRS then for a second, we're going to be overtaken by Alex Albon here. We're going to stick to the inside of him. We're going to get on the grass. We're going to slide off the circuit. It's a big slide here. How many places is it going to cost us? Only the one to Alex Albon there. That's kind of self-inflicted there. We got on the grass and yeah, struggled to do anything to save the car. But though it's going to be lap 3 that we're on now, we're going to be starting lap 4 very shortly, and yeah, I think we are in for a very good rest of the race here. Yeah, an overall clean start. Obviously, the touching the wheel on the grass wasn't ideal, but I think Williams, despite the DNFs, know that we have semi-good pace, because you know, we had a good showing last time. We have good pace. It's just we just don't seem to be able to finish a race in this car. But you know, we have decent pace. But yeah, Albon there with a big lockup. We kind of follow in Swede as well. And yeah, it's going to be then lap 4 of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Here comes Lando Norris. Then he's going to be all over the back of us as well. And another big lockup then for Alex Albon here, who can really throw it into that corner. And yeah, lap 4 then we now chase Romain Grosjean and Alex Albon here. We're going to see if we can move past them in the Williams car. We have fairly different. We have fairly decent pace in this one, but yeah, I'm just not sure we're going to be able to get the overtakes done. If we can, it's going to be very difficult, I can't lie. But yeah, all over the back then of Romain Grosjean now. As you can see, we really pull up the back of him. But yeah, still early days then in this Grand Prix, a lot can happen. So let's see then what we can do here. And we are going to try and pull up to the back of Romain Grosjean if possible here, but he is just going to get a slingshot launch then on Alex Albon, who doesn't have any DRS here. But yeah, no, it's good to see the Williams car handling a bit better this weekend, feeling a lot better than it did in the USA Grand Prix here. We've had a few upgrades on the car for this one, and yeah, they seem to be working fairly okay here. We've got some more on the way there. There's another big lockup then for Alexander Albon's Alfa Romeo. A huge lockup then for him. Yet again, I must add, you know, the car seems to be sliding around a lot in this one for him. He seems to be locking them on front wheels, and yeah, difficult race then for Alex Albon, bearing in mind his teammate is right up there where he should be, to be fair, but instead he's fighting us and Roman for P13 in this one then. But oh my word, Grosjean there just does not have the downforce like we do to get on with this race, or to get on with through like Jun Sao and stuff. He just cannot get the power down there. We're going to be trying to catch up yet again here. I mean, look how Grosjean pulls away though here, because Albon in front of him has no DRS. And yeah, new strategy then available to us. It's probably going to say something like stay out late, isn't it? On the circuit here, we'll check when we get down the straight with DRS and everything here. we're not going to do that. We're going to pit then lap 9 in this race here, or maybe even lap 8, as Norris here is going to try and send one through on us. And yeah, well, no point really fighting that one. Gasly is the next car then that will most likely try and overtake us here. But yeah, yet again, another very disappointing race where we're fighting for the lower positions. I think we could have scored points in the Mexican and the US Grand Prix if it wasn't for our faults with the car. But yeah, you know, we have 2 more opportunities then to give this team some points. We have this race and then Abu Dhabi to try and give the teams some points this season. But yeah, I have a feeling that this race is definitely not going to be an opportunity then for us to get points. And yeah, Gasly is just going to be coming at us now with some supersonic speed. And I'm sure he'll be finding a way through on the inside. Indeed he will there, but we're going to try and keep it around the outside of him then. And yeah, we're going to show him how to close the door on a Formula 1 race. Lap 7 then in this Brazilian Grand Prix here. We are currently, well, lacking quite a long way behind Lando Norris here. Yeah, another tough one for us then down in the Williams camp. But yeah, you know, I went to this team knowing it would be a challenge. I can't lie, I didn't know it'd be quite as challenging as this here. We've had some major disappointments so far with the team, yet to finish a race with the team. Yeah, you know, you think before our trip over to Williams, we scored points in every single race bar one, and that was the Barcelona round, where we finished 11th in that one, so just off the brink of points. But yeah, in this Grand Prix, well, in this stint for Williams though, it's been really tough here. We get a great run though on Norris, up on the main straight here. We're going to be back past and into P15 then in this race. As there goes Alex Albon and Roman Grosjean there. Grosjean's going to try and get past here. We're going to be pitting this lap then. And yeah, I mean, Alex Albon though, really trying to fight that one with Grosjean. Yeah, I'd say difficult season for us here as we're going to box the car this lap then for a set of mediums. But yeah, difficult opening to the race. We've gained a couple places, but then from there, I mean, we've just kind of been stuck in this train of Albon and Grosjean and Norris. So we're looking to move past here as almost go careering into the back of Roman Grosjean. But yeah, as I say, difficult start to this one then. We're giving it absolutely everything on this lap before we pull into the pit lane here. There's no point saving the tyres because we're going to get rid of them this lap here. You can just see how much more committed we are than Grosjean through turn 13 and then up into Jinsao as well. So we'll see what we can do here. 10 laps to go then in the Brazilian Grand Prix. We are going to pull it into the pit lane then. Oh my word. Slow it down. Yes, we are. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, gonna look for a little neat pit stop then. We're gonna put ourselves onto a set of medium tyres there, and yeah, George Russell, our teammate, running last here, just to cement the fact that we do not have the pace there. It's a 1.8 second pit stop, so really good stuff from the team now. I believe our third 1.8 second pit stop in 4 races from the team. So yeah, then bonus perks really helping us out here. But we're going to come out the pit lane then in last position here. Remember, the goal is to finish 17th in this race. We need to finish 18th to get our bonus resource points, and we need to finish 17th to make the team happy. So yeah, if we finish 17th, 16th, I reckon would be pretty good as well, just somewhere around that area, which I think is doable here. But all of a sudden then, on the mediums, the car feels very snappy again, just like it did in USA, remember? We came out the pit lane and then looped it around the same lap before our contact with Roman Grosjean, which sent us into retirement then. But yeah, the car feels okay around this circuit. As I say, I mean, it doesn't feel great around many tracks, I will be honest, but I'm looking forward to the start of season 2. Yeah, just going to try and push as hard as we can though for the final 2 races, this one and one more. Is all that's left of this season. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the remaining. I'm looking forward to next race Abu Dhabi, mainly just to get this season over and done with. It's been a pretty shocking season with Williams here. I mean, it was a great season with Alfa Romeo there. We've done quite well in that car, but yeah, the Williams car just not really up to scratch then with the rest of the grid. That's quite a long way off on performance. But yeah, again, we knew this when we moved to Williams. We knew that it would be a lot of difficult races. We knew it'd just be a matter of just trying to get the car, you know, to the point where we could fight other cars. We slowly caught up to the back of the Racing Point cars during the back end of this season, so I guess that's good, but we are still a long way off on paper. Yeah, but I think if we start getting some solid upgrades through, that will help us big time. And going into season 2 as well, I think, you know, the reset of the aero department will help as well. On to what will be lap 11 the next time we cross the line there. Gasly and Stroll is in the pits as well, so we're going to hope to beat them. I think we are going to beat them quite easily there. Maybe not Gasly, but we'll see about getting Lance Stroll. I think I've got Stroll here. Is Gasly? Oh my word! They're through the centre axis. This car was not having any of it. Yeah, we are ahead of Pierre Gasly there. Only just ahead of Gasly. Only probably a second and a half in it or so there. But yeah, so this is good. We are in our team objective goal at the moment. Yeah, well, I think we'll gain a few more places with other drivers pitting here, but yeah, the goal will just be to finish this one P18 then, and then as we go into Abu Dhabi, that goal will probably just to try and finish the Grand Prix, or get as far as we can into it. Yeah, I mean, you know, it goes to show the difference between the Williams and the Alfa Romeo car when the goal goes from trying to score a point in every race to trying to actually finish the Grand Prix. Yeah, pretty confident, unless we have any major issues, that we can finish this Brazilian Grand Prix, although we did have some issues late on in the day at Mexico that ruined our chances. But yeah, as I say, Brazil's been okay though. We start to lose a bit of speed on the straight there. The car's basically doing its impression of super clipping in the 2026 season. But yeah, we are going to come out the pit lane then straight back into the pack where we were. So lovely. You know that we are P16, so we've got a bit of a buffer until you know, we start getting into the places of no return pretty much. But yeah, there's Grosjean. Yeah, again, brakes really early. And can we get an overtake done here on Roman Grosjean there? We're on your inside, Roman. We are on your inside. And for the second race then, we make contact with Grosjean. We were a long enough way ahead of him there. Luckily, no damage done to my car at least. I mean, if there's damage done to his car, it's probably deserved at this point. That's 2 races in a row now where he's driven into us here. Can we get round the outside then? Off the Nil Kvyat. Yes, we can here. He's going to keep a wheel though on the inside. And we are through and up into 14th here. We've still got a few more cars to pit, I believe. But yeah, into 14th then. So a fairly good pit stop. A good pit stop and a good undercut here. But I mean, just look at this. Look at this here. Kvyat there doesn't want to give us a lot of room. We're going to have the detection zone there, which will give us the DRS though for this next straight. But yeah. We're going to try and whack it then into Rich Rebs here. Grosjean is going to be all over the back of us as well as we get into the next turn then. And we are up into 13th place then. So yeah, nice race so far. And hopefully we can finish P13. It'd be a big confidence booster for us. And it'd be a big confidence booster for the team as well. So yeah, just trying to finish up then as hard as we can. As I say, as long as we're in the top 17 this race, that will be job well done, I reckon. And yeah, only 5 laps to go then for the Brazilian Grand Prix before we move on to the final race of the year at Abu Dhabi. And yeah, I reckon that will be a good race as well. Maybe for us it'll be a good Grand Prix. I'm just nervous about all those long straights though. It's a lot of opportunity for us to get caught out there. But we say that, and look how we've dropped everybody else behind us. I'm wondering if Kvyat's managing some kind of issues, you know. Because he is struggling there to keep up with us. Yeah, we're 2 seconds behind. it says that is the Alfa Romeo then of Alexander Albon. I don't think we're going to be able to challenge him, but he'll come out the pit lane then ahead of us in P12. I'm okay with that though. Yeah, goal now to just finish the Grand Prix where we are here. We ain't got to over push it. If Grosjean tries to get past us, obviously we are going to try and make life difficult for him here because we ain't got too much to lose. We're running outside the points, so we might as well try and finish as high up as we possibly can. But what I mean is, our goal will probably be to not try and overtake Albon unless we start catching him just on pure pace. I'm not going to try and push after him, you know, but if we just start catching him, which it seems like at the moment we are doing a very good job at here, and we are catching Alexander Albon then, so this is good news for us. And yeah, 4/10 in it then, so hopefully we can get a good run down the straight here. We can have DRS there, we can whack the car in rich revs. But we're going to start then at lap 15 here. Only 3 laps to go by the time we get to the checker flag. So, yeah, you know, we're going to be able to mount a challenge here on Alex Albon there. I said we probably wouldn't be able to, but it looks like we're caught in here. The hard tyres seem to be a difficult one for Alexander Albon here. Not the greatest of choices there. 5 tenths up on our personal best, fastest first sector here. So yeah, it's good to see this weekend though that we are looking a little bit more pacey. I will take it there. We say we catch a massive slide. Oh my word, just trying to hold on to this one. And yeah, you know, looking forward to the rest of this Grand Prix then. Only got 3 laps to go, looking forward until the season ends, which is only a race away here. Well, a race and a half away because we've still got a little bit of this one left here. But look at the run we get then on Alex Albon through turn 14 and then into turn 13, sorry, and then through Jun Sal there. It's a fantastic exit. I think he's going to have DRS though. I think and I believe he is going to have DRS here. But we've got to try and stay challenging Alex Albon, and we can challenge Alfa Romeo. Neither of us have DRS actually there, so we must have gone past the detection points side by side here. But you know, we've got to try and do what we can here in getting past Alexander Albon. Look at this. Here we go then, on Albon. Are we going to get around the outside here? I think we're going to try it. We are going to try it. We are going to get past Alexander Albon, then we are up into P12 here. So nice. Just hold on to it now and yeah, see what we can do. For the rest of this one here, we're definitely not going to be catching the cars in front of us, but yeah, Albon then making a big error going onto the hards late on. We just have a lot more pace. The medium tyres are a lot more of a pacey tyre than the hards, obviously. But yeah, I'll take a P12 finish. I think all in all that'll be a pretty good finish to this one. You know, I think we can be happy in thinking that we are only 2 places off the points by the end of this race. Yeah, next time out in Abu Dhabi, can we score a point? I guess is the question. I don't think we're going to be able to. I will be brutally honest. I just think the competition is way too high this season. But yeah, we will keep going as best on as we can here. We're going to try and push on though in the final 2 laps of the Brazilian Grand Prix, and we'll see what happens there. I think Kimi Räikkönen's running P5 again for Alfa Romeo, so good to see our old team doing well. Well, at least for one car anyway. Yeah, good to see our old team doing well. And yeah, for us in the Williams, hopefully then going to be a nice finish to this race. Overall, this weekend hasn't been too bad. Obviously, the pace is still not fully there in the car. But again, we know that. But yeah, the car's been a lot more drivable this weekend. I've enjoyed this one. I can't lie, I have enjoyed this Grand Prix, which is incredible when you think about it. I'm going to be celebrating a P12 finish when we cross the line. But yeah, you know, the car's very competitive this weekend. Well, kind of competitive this weekend. And yeah, we're kind of in the very midfield in this one. You know what I mean? Like, obviously there's the midfield pack here. We are bang in the middle of that. But on to the final lap of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Alex Albon still quite a long way behind us here. I don't think he's going to have DRS or anything. I don't know if he's going to be able to challenge us by the end of this one unless we make a mistake here. But yeah, all in all, a positive episode. I will take this. We've still got half a lap to go then, but yeah, I think it's going to be a Mercedes 1-2 out in front. Oh, sorry, no, a 1-3 for Mercedes being split by one of the Ferraris there. I can't tell you which Mercedes is leading. One would think it's Lewis Hamilton here, but as he rounds the final corner and crosses the finish line, we will find out who is finished where. It's going to be Lewis Hamilton in the Mercedes, unstoppable this season, and he will take the line P1 then. As yeah, our goal will just be to try and stick ahead of Alexander Albon up to the line here, which I think we're going to be able to do there. The sun beams down on us and Sao Paulo, and yeah, I think we have every reason to celebrate that. It's not points, but it is P12, our first finish for Williams. We will take that. We are well within our team goal, obviously. Our goal was to finish 17th, and then we needed to finish 18th to get our team objective there. So, overall, a very positive episode. I'll take that. Minimal mistakes from us. The car felt pretty good to drive. And yeah, hopefully then we can carry this on through to Abu Dhabi. I think after this Grand Prix we will be able to put on that big rear aero upgrade, but that will probably come in for Bahrain next season. We're going to say our aero package is like nothing else on track. We're going to say that again.
Appreciate your time.
Because obviously if you say that, your morale on that department boosts, and then the upgrades become a lot cheaper as well. So, yeah. But as I say, a good episode then today, a nice clean episode as well, what we needed. Finally a finish on the board for Williams.
That's a great result. You did really well.
Yeah.
I don't think we can have any complaints with that performance.
Nice. So, a nice, handy finish for this one then. Oh, we cannot complete this upgrade due to the regulation changes. Lovely. Thank you, game. I guess we could wait then until next season to do the upgrades, but yeah, we'll see what happens then next time out in Abu Dhabi. But this then, guys, has been the Brazilian Grand Prix. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Cheers.